I love these sleeves. I could like carry a book in here. It would fit. Hey everyone, it's Amber. Today I'm going to be talking about the series that I really want to read. So I was looking at my shelf and I realized that I have a lot of book series that I haven't even started yet. I have a lot that I have multiple books in, especially that I haven't read any of. And I was just thinking about a lot of the series that I really want to read and all the ones that I'm like pretty in the mood for, and I feel like it's their time like to be read. So these aren't by any means all of the series that I own that I haven't finished. It's just the ones that I haven't read any of it. Like I haven't even read the first book of all these series, and I own at least the first one in all of these. And I really want to get to them as soon as possible because a lot of them are really popular series and I'm ashamed that I haven't read them. But these aren't all the books on my shelves in series that I haven't read yet. I have a lot more, trust me. So the first one is the one that kind of sparked the idea for this video, and that is the Dyer series. I only own the first two books because I got the second one for $3.99. Pumped about that, but I haven't read either of them. So the first one is The Unbecoming of Dyer, and then the second one is The Evolution of Dyer. This series I've heard so many amazing things about, and I know that there's a series coming out about one of the characters in this, Noah Shaw, who everyone seems to love, so I feel like I need to read this so that I can catch up. I've always been like wanting to read this around Halloween time, so maybe I'll save it for that and still do that. But I feel like it's that attitude that has made the series not be read, and I'm really in the mood for it right now for some reason, and I'm like kind of feeling it, so that's why this kind of sparked this video. All I really know about this series is that it has an unreliable narrator, Dyer, and it has a guy in it named Noah Shaw, and that's all I know. I think I read the first chapter of this one and I really liked it, so I'm excited to read these books. I keep kind of forgetting that I own this series. It's like kind of at the back of my mind for some reason, but I really want to read it. The next series that I own and haven't even started yet is the Angel Fall trilogy. I did start the first book like a while ago, but then I only read like a couple pages of it, so I'm not counting that. I really want to read it, and I know a lot of people love it, and I feel like I'll love it too. So I'm hoping to read this summer because I could just binge this. The next series is pretty shameful because I own the entire series, and it's a long series, and that is the Covenant series by Jennifer Armentrout. I just need them for like when I'm like in a reading slump or something like that, and that hasn't really happened yet. This one is about like Greek gods, I believe, and I don't even care what it's about because it's Jennifer Armentrout, and I'll just read anything that she writes. The next one I have is the To All the Boys I Loved Before series by Jenny Han. This series seems so cute. It's about this girl named Lara Jean, and she writes like letters to all the boys that she's ever had crushes on, and then one day like they get out and they get delivered. And I really want to get into this. I just bought this first book like last week, so I have been far behind on this series, but I just bought this. The next one I have is a very popular one that I really want to read this summer, and that is the Vampire Academy series. I own the first three because they came in like a box set, obviously about vampires, and they're like different types of vampires, I think, and they're like guardian people vampires, and that's what like one of the girls in like the first one is. I'm like butchering this so bad because I've never read this, but I really want to read this, and I feel like it's gonna be so fun and like so addicting, and I'm gonna like not be able to stop, and that's the high hopes I have for this series, because the one Rochelle Mead book that I've read I really didn't like. That was Soundless. I wasn't a big fan of it. It was okay, but it wasn't like the best. But I've heard so many great things about this series that I really hope that it's better. I don't think it was her writing at all that I didn't like. It was just like the story in general, and like it was just kind of slow, and I wasn't like a big fan, and I didn't really have time to like attach myself to the characters. So the next one that I have is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This is Victoria Schwab's like adult fantasy series. It's about different dimensions of multiple Londons, and this guy that can travel between them, and he meets like this girl named Delilah, and that's like all I know about it, but it seems like it's gonna be really fun and really good. I am in love with the covers. They're beautiful. But I've heard so many amazing things about this series, and also the fan art for it really makes me want to read it. I feel like that is a lot of the reasons why I want to read a lot of different series, is like the fan art is really cool. So the next two series kind of go together. The Grisha trilogy, I only own the first book in this, but I've owned it for a long time and I still haven't read it. So I just bought the audiobook and it's pretty short, so I feel like I could get through this pretty fast. I really want to read this, and then I want to read Six of Crows, this duology. I only own, again, the first book. These series just seem like they're going to be so much fun and I really just want to get into them. But I don't know if I should just get right into Six of Crows because that's something that I really am excited about, or if I should read Shadow and Bone and like the Grisha trilogy before I read Six of Crows. I've heard both ways like are fine, but I'm just not really sure the way I want to go about it. So these books are ones that I really want to get into, hopefully this summer. And then the last and final series that I have is the Daughter of Smoking Bone trilogy by Laini Taylor. There's a bee on my window. Everyone loves Laini Taylor's writing and her books, and I really want to be on the train. I haven't read any of Laini Taylor's books, and I have the box set. This series just seems like it's going to be so good, but I have started the first book like a bunch of times, and I haven't been able to get through it. I'm hoping once I break like 100 pages in the first book, I'll really be able to get rolling and get going with the series because I haven't been able to get into it yet, but I really want to. And I really have to immerse myself in this, but once I do, I feel like I'm really gonna like it. I really like the writing style and it's really beautiful and vivid, but I just haven't been able to get into it yet. So those are all of the series that I own at least one book in and I haven't started yet, at least the ones that I want to talk about in this video. I have a lot more that I own just the first book, but these ones are all like really popular ones that have been on my mind a lot lately, that a lot of people have really liked, that I really want to read very soon. So those are some books on my TBR. I know a lot of people requested a like full TBR video, but I feel like that would be like really long. So if you guys want that, let me know, because I have a huge TBR and it's like shames me and scares me how big it is and how many books on my shelf that I haven't read yet. If you guys want a video where I just like list off all the books on my TBR, let me know. Or would you rather me do like standalones I haven't read, or like series I haven't read, trilogies I haven't read, like stuff like that. Categorize it more into like small sections and like do like series I've started and not finished. So if you want more of like a category TBR videos and like multiple videos, let me know. Or do you want like one big long TBR video where I just like hold up the books and like list it. So if you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!